50% of the jobs are top down, 50% bottom up. Bottom up jobs, obviously a lot easier if you've got a cellar access from that. Sometimes where there's an engineered floor, you have to do it top down and you go down through a hole in the floor, have to make your own trapdoor. But here is ideal. There was carpet which we've rolled up and recycled, and exposed the original floorboards, which are in good condition because they've never been sanded. And we're taking up probably 1 in 5 floorboards here. Some of them have been cut, but some of the floorboards are very, very long, and we're avoiding cutting. It's actually more sustainable to do it this way, so we can do vacuum. And your Edwardian nails or late Victorian nails just pop out. Floorboard, no damage, just doing the last bit. I can get it out. There you go, done. No damage to the board. Make sure you turn it over, knock the nails out. So this is the timber framework. Screw it to the side again. Here. On there, and they can extend right under the stairs without actually having to go under the stairs. And then we'll join this other section up here with this section. Put that one there to there. Okay. So mesh on top of the timber framework, and then wool on top of the mesh. 2 layers of 100 millimetres of wool. Make sure it goes under the joists, and on top of the joists fill all this up. Just work methodically from right to left here. Be nice and cosy after this. Pushing the wool on down, and I've pushed the mesh right under the cupboard here on the battens, and I'm not going to do the wool just right here because I'm going to do it from the other side, and I want to see that the wool from both sides meets so we don't have a woolless cold spot in the middle. So here, the gap is only I think 4 bricks or 5 bricks, so you can't crawl under something that's only 5 bricks high, and there's little walls along under each of these floors, so you couldn't crawl under the whole floor anyway. So it makes much more sense here taking the floorboards up. But I'm only taking up probably 1 in 5 floorboards. So we've ordered 60 rolls of wool so far. I probably need to order more because there's 5 rooms here. Like there's this reception, front reception, the big hallway, the office at the front, and then we'll be doing the kitchen, and 200 millimetres of wool in each of the rooms. So I don't order all the wool at the beginning because you're always going to get it wrong. So you get closer to the end and then do a top-up order. The same with the battens. There's no point ordering it all at the beginning. This is day 8. Day 8. We'll be here all this week and probably well into next week. But it's just been me for 3 of those days, and me plus 1 for the other 5 days. This is how you get under areas that you can't do top down, like here, under the stairs. We can't get to, obviously the stairs are in there. So we stapled the mesh to a couple of battens and we can push it all the way through. Those battens now have gone all the way to hitting the wall at the end. The kitchen wall, which we can't get to because there's units in there. So that's all cantilevered in there, and we'll attach those battens to these battens, and the wool will just go on the top all the way to the wall. Just get a nice long bit, put it like that, get it in there. And this is going to go all the way to the far wall, supported by the battens, and so you'll have a nice cosy place under the stairs. So get some more, put it in there. Push. And the wool expands out, so it will go under the joists as well. There we go. There we go. So this wall, so this makes sure you actually do the whole of the house, and you're not going to have those irritating little draughts under the stairs. So that's now all firm, and it sort of squashes into each other at the end there. A little bit there at the end, tighten that up, and the wool's nice and easy to tear to pieces. So similar job here, right to the end. Yep. Another bit there. And there we go. Client here is very much like, doesn't want an IKEA showroom, what I call an IKEA showroom finish, which is sand floorboards to death with a massive belt sander, and then fill up all, so it's completely flat. And then fill up all the gaps with that sort of paste thing that you brush on. He wants the natural wood look, so when we're finished we could basically just clean the floor, mop it, steam clean it, and then live with the bare floorboard look for a while until he decides what he wants. I mean, there's no hurry. Once you've you've oiled or varnished the floors, why not just live with the bare look? And yeah, that's fine. It's a bit like some people like bare plaster walls now. That's fashionable, having the bare floorboard look complete with splashes of paint on it and the marks where the carpet used to be. Not the last carpet, but the late Victorian carpet, where you can see, oh, that's where their carpet was. You can see the marks. Having all that visible adds a lot of character to the room. And it'd be nice and warm because we've got, as I say, the 200mm of wool underneath for the entire ground floor of this house.